Hello, everybody. So, fun story. Apparently, at some point between recording the end of Devil May Cry 4, well, not the end, the extra part of Devil May Cry 4, and this first part of this new game, Shadow of the Colossus, I unplugged my microphone by accident, didn't realize it, and recorded audio that wasn't actually there. I have hour, an hour long file of audio that is just nothing. So yeah, doing some post recording commentary to at least I don't have to replay the game. Not that I don't like this game. I actually like this game a lot. It's just I don't really want to put the effort into redoing what I've already done when I felt like I did some fun stuff. I do lament some of the jokes being lost that I'm not going to remember. So this is Shadow of the Colossus. This is a PS2 game ported to the PS3 and the PS4 with fucking beautiful graphics. This is the PS4 version of the game. For those of you who don't know, this game follows a character named Wander, who is trying to bring back to life someone. How this person is connected to Wander is never established in the game. The nature of the story is meant to provoke the player's own thoughts, like you're supposed to come to your own conclusions about what's happening. I'll talk about more as the game goes on. But all that is known is that this is a girl that is close to Wander in some way. It's never established how. Friend, girlfriend, sister, other relative. They look to be about the same age, so definitely not like a mother or anything like that. Wander is traveling right now in this scene on his horse, Agro, your only companion in the game, to an ancient land where there is a deity named Dorman, who is supposedly able to bring people back from the dead. He has control over the spirits of the dead. It is forbidden to go to this place and talk to Dorman by Wander's clan or village or wherever the fuck it is, whatever it is he's from. It's never established. But he does it anyway in order to save this girl. Like I said, the girl never really explained a whole lot, other than she was sacrificed and has a cursed fate. So Wander makes this epic fucking journey. The game actually starts after you've talked to Dorman, but we'll get to that in a little bit. This is all just him traveling across the countryside or whatever, trying to get to this land. So the entire game is just you going from point A to point B. You start in kind of like the central area of this big-ass open area of land, in a giant temple where Dorman resides. And then you make your way to the next Colossus that you're to fight. That's it. There's no additional fighting, no nothing like that. It's just you going from the temple to your next target, Colossus. So in this part, I'm not going to cut out any horseback travel just because I want to show off some stuff. And let you kind of see it, because all the Colossi in this video are real close to the start. But in future parts, I will be cutting that out because it does take a lot of time. I know since this is now being recorded after Little Big Planet came out, people are probably looking forward to more Little Big Planet, but unfortunately me and the girls haven't had time to record anymore as of yet. We're hoping to get the rest of it recorded at some point between today and tomorrow, before their spring break. Well, technically their spring break will still be going on, but they won't be here for it. Yeah, just thought I'd throw my 2 cents in. I do intend to finish Little Big Planet with them. There will definitely be no solo Little Big Planet. We arrived at the title screen. So now this is the actual, opening cut. That's kind of part of the opening cutscene. This was me just trying to make sure that subtitles were on before remembering that no one actually talks in this game. It's all subtitled anyway. Yeah. That's the big-ass temple. So yeah, you just go from here to the Colossus. You get a vague hint about where it is and what its whole deal is. Because the Colossus are basically giant puzzles to solve. they're actually giant platforming puzzles of you have to figure out how to get on top of them, because the colossi, except for I think one, are fucking huge. And this game takes the approach of, because it's fucking massive, you can't just hack at its legs until it dies. You actually have to get to specific weak points on its body in order to kill it. But so yeah, this is Wander entering the temple. I believe there are 16 colossi in the entire game, so I'm hoping, I know I did, spoiler alert, there are 3 colossi in this video. I'm hoping to get 5 in the next, and then try to do 4 and 4 for 4 parts of this. Which will actually take us past Devil May Cry. Well, especially for a release little Big Planet. This is like a day video instead of an extra video. I don't know. We have to see how everything's gonna work out time-wise. Obviously, Devil May Cry 5 is still gonna come out on Friday. Late, as I've mentioned several times, I'm gonna record it as soon as I get home from work, hopefully, unless my family fucks me, but I don't foresee that happening this week. I mean, it's kind of my fault. It's just, I don't typically record if I'm the only one home, because I prefer to keep Emmy, the dog, company, because she gets very sad, and she won't sit in my room with me. She likes to sit downstairs in the living room near the window where she can watch for my parents to come home. Tough break, but it's how I choose to live my life. She just gives me those puppy dog eyes, and I have to sit there and pet her and give her belly rubs and tell her that she is a good girl. So yeah, this is us arriving at the temple. That's the mysterious girl who was sacrificed because she is cursed, which is a whole thing in and of itself of what was her curse. I'm in the camp, we'll talk about this towards the end of the game, because it's an end of game thing, that her curse was self-fulfilling, and that by sacrificing her, they've unleashed the curse. But that'll be something we talk about at the end of this game, not now. For now, this is all still built up. I'll still read all the subtitles, because I did in the original recording that never happened. That's a fancy-ass blanket. Yeah, be prepared for quiet, because there's not a whole lot of talking in this game. Oh, here's someone to finally talk to us. That place began from the resonance of intersecting points. They are memories replaced by ends and not and etched into stone. What the fuck is an N beside the letter? Blood, young sprouts, die. And the one with the ability to control beings created from light. In that world, it is said that if one should wish it, one can bring back the souls of the dead. Yeah, game, I already told them this. But to trespass upon that land is strictly forbidden. I told them that, too. Take longer to get to the point, why don't you? Poor girl. So, I don't see any clear indicators of how they actually, like, sacrificed her. Was it poison? Like, I don't see any marks or anything on her body, no signs of blood or anything. Well, I wonder if anyone ever has any theories about how exactly she died. Oh, man, weird creepy shadow people. It also makes aggro uncomfy. But we have a fancy-ass sword, so we should be okay. This is a pretty cool looking sword. It's also a slight change of pace from most fantasy games. Not horrendously designed. Actually, it's pretty correct from what I can see there. Just that weird shape of the blade. I mean, that's a little bit more acceptable than most fantasy weird blade designs. There's no, like, protruding spikes that do nothing, or weird hollows and a long blade. Its crossguard now possesses the ancient sword. It doesn't have a super thick crossguard that would make it unwieldy and horrendously over heavy. So thou art mortal. So this is Dorman talking to us. Are you Dorman? I was told that in this place, at the ends of the world, there exists a being who can control the souls of the dead. Thou art correct. We are the one known as Dorman. She was sacrificed, for she had a cursed fate. I already explained this to the Wander. Come on, man. Catch up to speed. Please, I need you to bring back her soul. That maiden's soul. Souls that are once lost cannot be reclaimed. Is that not the law of mortals? With that sword, however, it may not be impossible. Really? That is, of course, if thou manage to accomplish what we asketh. It's important to note that Dorman refers to itself as we. What do I have to do? Behold the idols that stand along the wall. Thou art to destroy all of them. All 16. But those idols cannot be destroyed by the mere hands of a mortal. Then what am I to do? In this land there exist colossi that are the incarnations of those idols. If thou defeat those colossi, the idols shall fall. I understand. But heed this, the price you pay may be heavy indeed. It doesn't matter. Very well. Sweeping beautiful landscape shot. Raise thy sword by the light. And head to the place where the sword's light gathers. There thou shalt find the colossi thou ought to defeat. So this is where our gameplay actually opens up, and we finally get to take control of our boy Wander. Still very pretty. Now be on thy way. And first thing that I do after gaining control, well, first I call aggro, and then I remember how to jump with the help of the on-screen prompt. Then I fall off a cliff. And a sunlit place. Hold up the sword. So you can, the sword acts as your guide. So like where the rays gather, that is the direction you're supposed to go towards the next Colossus. The aiming controls on that are a little off. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, honestly. This was me attempting to climb back up, but I didn't remember the climbing control. I learned how to roll. Also, I remembered that somehow Wander keeps a bow up his ass. And shoot arrows. But for some reason I didn't call aggro down to me. I ran all the way up here to get on aggro's back. It's a bizarre choice in hindsight, but you know. Whatever. So this game looks pretty. Looks great. It's fun to play. It does show its age a bit in the control scheme, in the way the controls are kind of slippery. Controlling aggro is not the greatest thing in the world. Here you'll see my sword go fucking all over the place because it's fucking difficult as shit to control. Yeah, it's not phenomenal. So that yellow circle over on the bottom right is your stamina gauge. You can run out of stamina. But, oh, this is where I remembered how to horse surf. You can stand up in the saddle for some reason. I don't know what it's used for, but it is. This is a map. I don't remember there being. That was me accidentally jumping off of that girl. But yeah, the first Colossus is right over there, in that little valley. It doesn't take long to get there. Especially if you actually ride aggro correctly and remember to, you know, gallop. When your sword is in dim light, like that, where the sun isn't really directly on it, it turns yellow and it's not as great at guiding you along the path. It's harder to figure out where to go, so you know, you gotta try to stick to the light. Sadly, this is where we must part ways with our boy aggro. And head up. This is where I remembered how to climb. Not here. Coming up. I remember that there's a button you actually have to hold down in order to grab onto ledges and stuff. It's the R1 button. You can climb up mossy surfaces like that, where there's like vines and shit growing, and you can grab ledges. It's very helpful if anytime you're doing platforming segments. When you jump, you automatically just hold down R1. It makes the things so much easier later on in the game, because then you get into the habit of doing it, and then you might make a jump that otherwise would fuck you up, because you suck and forgot to grab. But this time you'll make it, or you jump in the wrong direction and luckily grab a ledge on your way falling down. But yeah, so this is just platforming on the way up to the first Colossus. That was me attempting to remember how to do that. I thought there was a way to just crouch down, but no, it's just rolling. Up we go. So yeah, it is kind of weird playing a game in this day and age that you actually have to hold down a separate button to actually, like, grab ledges, other than just kind of jumping towards them. I guess that's another thing that kind of shows the game's age. So there's our first our first Colossus buddy. Like I said, they're big boys. So there it finally told you how to switch to your bow. And I already knew that. Get his attention by shooting him. Oh, so did you see the aiming controls there? It got fucked. Get him to come towards you. He's like, hey! What you doing, little human? What are you doing? So that is a weak spot. Sort of. So this is going to hold up thy sword to reflect the light of the Colossus. It's like a chubby. So you attack by grabbing onto it and then stabbing it with your sword. That one isn't a true weak spot, it's just a spot to hit wheel down like that, so you can climb up the blood. Sweetie, sweetie, coming for that booty. I don't know what the fuck that platform thing is on this one. All of the things I have platforms incorporated into their body. I never understood it. I mean, obviously from a gameplay perspective, it can help you get up, give you places where you can stand and reach out your stamina. But other than that, it makes no logical sense that they're there. Aside from, I guess there's the theory that the colossi are kind of constructed from the world around them. So that's a one coming up with his head there. You stab it, the black goo comes out. It looks real unpleasant for the water to be standing there, just getting a face full of black goo. And there we killed the poor guy. He is known as the Wanderer. Down he goes. So, is our task complete. Hop down, you know, just keep going. Okay, oh! Tendrils of Darkness really caught up to me, and that looks real unpleasant. I wonder if that's what Dorman was talking about, the price that we would pay? Who knows, though? Who knows? So now we're taking back through this weird-ass warp gate thing. We awaken in the temple. In Dorman's little light shining down place thing. I don't know what you want to call that. Ugh! Creepy shadow man standing over us, watching us. That's real creepy. Not a fan. Not a fan. Our poor girl over there, still dead. But hey, we took down one Colossus already. I like that Wanderer never questions the fact that he's just here again. Sadness. And there go one of the idols. Thy next food is in the seaside cave. It moves slowly. Raise thy courage to defeat it. And not the most informative thing. So now we're just left to go find our way to the next Colossus. Here I teach you about the health bar. So first, we must find the next Colossus. And according to the sword, it is behind the temple. Over that way. So we gotta go out and around, and then I fall, and that red bar there is your health. There is fall damage. So, you know, be careful. If thou should find us the altar similar to that one, offer a prayer before it, thy wounds shall be healed. So yeah, you can find those weird looking things out in the wild. Pray to them. I try to pray to this one, but it doesn't really do anything. I could be pressing the wrong button. I don't know. So there is just a regular slash attack by pressing square when you have your sword out. You never use it because there's no enemies to use it on. You only fight the colossi, and they are fucking big. It also, fun thing I read online at one point, the first time I played through this game, Wander's swing makes him seem uncertain about wielding the sword, like he's not used to it. He has slight training in how to use his sword, but It's clearly not a comfortable weapon for him. However, his bow seems to be, like, he favors his bow. But the bow, unfortunately, doesn't do much against colossi. There I am, fucking surfing my horse again. You can still raise your sword up on your horse's back like that. It gets even jankier to control the angle. So I don't recommend doing that. Though you do look fucking cool. So yeah, somewhere around here is where the next Colossus is. I'm looking for the path. And I finally decided on this path, which is the correct way, luckily. I probably would have cut it out if it wasn't, because that would be just wasting time. Yeah, so you run across this land, this natural rock bridge thing, and then down there is a little, what looks to be like a little cave. And this Colossus is described as dwelling in a seaside cave. So if that water down there is supposed to be the sea, that might be our cave. The game stops here for a moment. Something stirred, and it caused aggro to be uncomfortable. So down, away we go, riding on aggro. It's still really impressive to me how they were able to upgrade these graphics to this level. It's such a cool-ass game. I dig it. There are so many games that I would love to see remastered. Like, hands down, without a doubt, I'd buy them and play the shit out of them. A lot of them are Star Wars games. I'd love to see a remastered version of, like, Knights of the Old Republic, all of the same shit, just with updated, like, super updated visuals and shit. Same thing with, like, Code War 2. Other games, I would get behind an updated port of Star Wars Republic. Good battlefield game or Battlefront game. I'd be all about that. So yeah. So for this boss, this Colossus, you actually have to shoot his feeties, like the arms of his feet, with your bow in order to get him to lower himself enough that you can actually walk him back. And it's kind of difficult to do. So your best bet is to ride aggro, because obviously there's a reason that the game lets you bring him in his fight team. There are many Colossi that you have to use aggro in order to assist you in combat. So like there you can see the little spots on his feet. Anytime soon. I didn't notice in the flash that they will stand. So, I remember on the PS2 version, I'm pretty sure you can upgrade your stamina and health by finding certain things out in the wilds. But I do not recall it just going up as you're defeating Colossi. Of course, it has been years since I played this. I did play the original PS2 version, sort of. I emulated the original PS2 version. Hell no. This looks weird. And it was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. Not actually. It was during the time of the PS3 re-release of Ico Shadow of the Colossus pack for PS3. That was on the PS3 emulator. So there, I shot him with the bow. You can, I believe, kill the Colossi with the bow. It just takes 8.5 years because it does such a good damage. There, I really jumped on back. I ran straight massive. Yeah, arrows do the tiniest sliver of damage physically possible. And I mean, I guess technically you could whittle them down if you have the patience for that. Me, I prefer to fight the Colossi. Yes, yes, So you study what's the light. Here, I think I actually got it. Yeah, so now that one goes down. I'm gonna get off that hill, run over there, and jump up on it. Take the fight to the Colossus. So yeah, there we go. I didn't need to do that. Drop the sword, begin the climbing process. So this guy introduces the idea that colossi can have points. The first Colossus on his head. This one has two. One on his, he still has one on his head. He also has one on his butt. Which is the one I go for first. Obviously I use there because it's Colossus. There are going to be times when I pick up the Colossus bad times because trying to figure out how to beat them takes a little bit of time. I could look at a guide, but eh. I do remember when I played on the PS2 version, I did actually encounter a Colossus mechanic that was really glitched for me. So yeah, there I used the sword to find the glowing sigil on his blood. And stab. And butt stab. And oh fuck. Kinda shook me over there. Stab. So yeah, as you attack the Colossi, then so there's the sigil disappeared, so now we have to go find the other one. So the Colossi will try to shake you off when you're attacking them like that. It can be pretty brutal sometimes, as with this guy right here. Well, no, not this guy. This guy. The next Colossus. Can shake me all the time. In part because he sucked, in part because he was being lame. So here he is really trying to shake me off. It is imperative to just mash down that R1 button. Never let go. Well, let go when he's not shaking, because you don't want to really find these guys. So like, you have to stop at some points, let your stamina gauge refill, so that you don't die, or so you don't let go like that. That was almost a close call for me right there. I just swing his head while I was standing upright on him. That was an even closer moment of me stumbling down forward on top of his fucking head. And here he goes, trying to shake me off again. Stamina's getting low, getting panicked. Starting to lose it. But I get it. And down goes the mammoth. Yeah, all the Colossi have names. But usually it's not simple. Like we had the Wanderer, this guy's the mammoth. Usually just kind of what they resemble or how they interact with you. So they're gonna try to get away from the tendrils of darkness. Oh shit! Come on, let me get anywhere away. And down goes Wanderer. Back through the Stargate. Yeah, back to the Stargate. Weird hyperspace loop tunnel thing. And we're back at the temple with two shadow people creepily standing over us, watching us sleep. But that Colossi shatters, crumbles. Now we're ready to receive our new instructions. All right, what you got for us, Dorman? Secret as I already know, but he doesn't know that. Thy next foe is a giant canopy soars to the heavens. The anger of the sleeping giant shatters the earth. Once again, not the greatest description. He didn't even try to tell us to raise our courage. Kind of a dick move. I thought about cutting out this ride, but then I was like, fuck it, I'll leave this one in too. So this is the final Colossus for this video. There's Aggro. Come to greet us. So try to figure out where to go. Apparently I didn't even notice this. It takes stamina to do this. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. But overall, it shouldn't take that much stamina. Just hold your sword like that. Unless maybe the light drains your vitality or something. But away we go. To the next Colossus. Yeah! The final one for this video. Ride, Aggro, ride. So yeah, it's basically just go back along the same path you took before. But don't go down towards the beach. Continue towards the desert. On a horse with your name. That's a callback to Chronicles of Valkyria, or to Valkyria Chronicles. Still doing it. I mentioned it in that series of Let's Plays that I constantly refer to as Chronicles of Valkyria. Turns out, when it's, you know, Valkyria Chronicles, turns out, still do it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my brain. That was a fun game. I may at some point, because I bought it, play through Valkyria Revolution. It's a bit different, and by a bit I mean a lot different than your traditional Valkyria Chronicles game, but it's pretty fun. It's got an interesting story. I'd like to play a little bit more of it, but I need space on my PS4 for all of the games because I keep buying digital things now, and it's starting to really eat up the space. Mainly fucking Red Dead Redemption 2. 100 fucking gigabytes. But it's such a good game. I'm not currently planning on doing a Let's Play in Red Dead 2 just because it's so open world and non-linear. It'd be a little difficult to do. I might at some point. See how people think. I just don't want a 50-part Let's Play on my hands. I don't even know. This is the scary thing about Devil May Cry 5 is I have no idea how long that's gonna be. But anyway, here we are. So that's clearly the thing the Dorman talked about. It looks like some sort of arena, which is not a good sign. It means it's a fighty Colossus. And the way to get up there is in the water, which I forgot up until this moment that Wander can swim. Swimming is in fact a mechanic. He swims fucking slow as shit. Also a mechanic is diving. You can go underwater and swim. There I accidentally started to go underwater. Because that's a thing that will come up later. This part, I would not recommend fucking up the platforming. Because it's a brutal swim back to this ramp. Seriously, Wander. He really needs to learn how to swim faster. My fucking 10-pound dog can swim faster than that asshole. So yeah, this is a moment where I would highly recommend holding down R1 as soon as you press X to jump, so that you ensure that you at least try to grab something. But so yeah, our next Colossus friend is up there waiting for us to meet him. That's where I remembered that holding down R1 or R2 while walking or while running puts you in like a sort of stealthy like tiptoe walk that's real fucking slow. But once again, it's a mechanic that you need to utilize in later Colossi fights. Yippee skippy. So yeah, this guy is our next fight. He's a fun looking guy. Just wait for him to actually stand up. He was taking a nap. So immediately he's got a big like club arm that he will try to hit you with. This is the first, I'm gonna say like openly hostile Colossus. Like the Wanderer was just kind of doing his own thing. The Mammoth busted his ass out of that cave and was just kind of running around like an asshole. So this guy got a thing on his head. This guy actually tries to hit you like full on. He's gonna try to smack you with that big fucking pillar. So the strategy here is that buddy? No. Would you like to say something to really nice people watching the Let's Play? Domino? No, don't leave me! He left me. Good boy. Do what you please. Probably gonna phone someone if I would. Kind of his MO. So... fucking center platform. Because I'm a tip boy. Strong. I don't know why I started to do this with you. I think I was trying to piss him off. Trying to taunt him. Shit switches. Actually, I didn't notice that light, that column of light before. I think that might be one of those little shrine dudes. Usually that's where you can find the lizards. I'll have to look for them in the next part and see if I can find any. I don't really understand. So he's got that. He also has a stompy attack, which will try to sneak on him. And then his big swing. So here I'm like, oh, fuck you, shoot the bow. Eat shit with armor, where it seems brutal, I'm not gonna be wrong. Yeah. Hi, Mino. He's back. So there, you see like the big gauntlet thing he has on his wrist. Mino, you wanna say something? You wanna talk? Talk to the viewers? Mino, come back. Speak. That's okay. He's a good boy. So I got hit there. A lot. And it cost me my chance to climb up. Got a little cocky. Come on, here's your best shot. Colossus. Shine the light at you. Rock the light. I did not do a great job fighting this guy. And here you'll see me. Oh, it's definitely R1 because I kept trying to hold R1 with my sword in order to try to make sure if he moved it and I stumbled, I would try to grab the ledge. Didn't work. There you can see, like, standing still because I'm so low on health while they're running out of the track. Kind of fun. Stuff I like when games do that when you're low on health, your character gets like there, I got it. And that, and I lost it. Man, I really suck at this fight. I forgot how badly I suck. This time, I'm gonna do it. I saw you do it. And, That's what you step on me. There, Wander's winded some more. This sucks so bad. Wander's going, shit man, this player sucks. I stayed on! There I tiptoed a little bit, because I'm an idiot. But, got me in. So I think it's at this point that I remember that he has two sigils, one of which is on his abdomen. Although I definitely remember not remembering whether it was on his abdomen or his back. So I think I jumped to his back first. Just to verify. So there I am, standing on his gauntlet dude. And there I make my little face. I'm like, oh, good. It is on his abdomen. And now it's time to poke. Poke. Get poked. Think about poking. I think it's at this point. Nope, one more hit. Now now the central fades away. Yep, there it is. So now I'm like, ah, shit. So first, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm like, on his back. Now, he's got a piece of chest on right. That's his chest. Should have had enough to use that. So then I'm like, probably have to climb on this off. So here I am, trying to climb up, jump. And I close it up. Try. But starts really hassling me. He's got really ticklish armpits. And my stamina. Surprise, surprise. Does not hold out for me. Oh, I guess it did. Oh no, then he shakes me off. Hi, Mino. Domino, speak. Say something. Say hi. Mino, say hi. He just sniffed the microphone again. Say hi. Ha! Curses. Maybe one day. So here I am, trying to get back on. Bring it down. Boom! Boom! I roll for no reason. But here I go. Did it do it? I can. Nope. What a clusterfuck. Just happenstance. I ended up on that ledge, got to jump up, finally get up there, and I ended up. But here, there's actually, you can just, when he's got his sword by his side like this, you can jump up on it. Here, I actually managed to do it. Usually you don't try to get my record. I'm trying that, fucking it up 8 million times. But for once, I did it good. Yeah. Sort of. There was a lot of bad before. I did it good. And up and up the climb zone. Pretty careful to try not to go through the armpit. I don't think where she is. But he seemed to get a little closer with me there. But I made it. Although my stamina is running real low. And just in the nick of time, I went up to the shoulder and kind of run my way, half jump my way to safety. Good thing he kind of hunches his shoulders. So, gotta get up straight to the top of his dome and just give him a poke. This is when he gets a little cross with me and really just doesn't want me to get a stabby stab. Yep. That's him. Just every time I get settled down again, ready to stab, he's just like, oh, hey, what are you doing? Oh, there I go. And he's just like, oh, hey, what are you doing? Fancy meeting you here. Get off my head. I'm just like, no, please. And then I did this, and I was like, oh my god. I got so nervous there for a moment. But I managed to do it. And then I kind of got stuck on that little weird thing on the side of the head. Here, he was just like, you know what? Not even gonna give me the opportunity, asshole. I'm just gonna shake my head. Just shake it off. Nope. Right back to the shaking. That was a real jerk bag. I could stand on his head. Luckily, I fell right on that collar spiky thing, so I didn't fall all the way down. It was a bit of a risky move, but sometimes you have to take the risk. Boom! Got him one more time. Headshot. Puts him down. Maybe you can actually hear the Mino boy. That is Mino. He's not in my room. He's downstairs barking at my sister in the room. guest over, which is why we're not recording right now. Well, that and the fact that the dogs will be by themselves downstairs, and I don't want that. They are too sick. So here I'm like, oh, fucking maybe I can get away from the tendrils. No! I didn't even give me a chance to turn around. It just looks so awful. Back through the Stargate. And we're back in Dorman's little temple with 3 creepy shadow dudes staring at us as we sleep. Really makes you feel good, huh? But that's 3 Colossus. Colossi taken down. Only, 13 to go. Yee. So, let this play out a little bit, so we can find out who our next target is. Who is it gonna be? Thy next foe is, in the land of the vast green fields, rows of guiding graves. It is a giant indeed, but fearful it is not. So that is our next opponent. And yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave you. Till next time. Whenever that's gonna be. Might be tomorrow. Might be, what is tomorrow? Might be Thursday. Might be Friday. Might be some other time. I don't know yet. Aggro came to check up on us. And manual save. Peace!